Hello world, we are on the build-up towards the fourth edition of the Gas Challenge. Yes, the Gas Challenge 2024. Knowledge is power, gas is power. And I'm going to be speaking to one very important personality behind the engines of the Gas Challenge, and she's none other than Mrs. Augustina Asari-Osei, who is the chairperson for the Gas Challenge. Hello, madam.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
Doing very amazing right here. It's an honor to be in your presence. Let's talk about the Gas Challenge. Would you say that in 2019, from the inception, what you envisioned for the challenge is being rolled out?
Well, yes and no. In the sense that when we started this, we wanted to build the gap between academia and the industry where we find ourselves, but also hoping to educate the general public and the media about the indigenous gas, how we process the indigenous gas, also to take away some misconception, because it basically emanated from the incident that happened at the atomic. And then there was accusation that, because of Ghana gas's gas or the lack of quality of it, that's why the explosion happened. So we realized that there's a lot of misconception. So we needed to find a vehicle to cure it. Number two, we also realized that a lot of the people in the academia, they are teaching oil and gas all right, but they don't really understand how the indigenous gas processing works. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, many of the students also don't have hands-on experience. Mm-hmm. So we needed to make sure that we found a vehicle to do that, more so because we believe that we need to have excuse me, the future generation taking over the industry. In the past, we were used to having foreigners like the Chinese basically managing the gas processing plant. But with under the leadership of Dr. Ben Kedi Asante, the CEO, we realized that, as indigenous Ghanaians, we're capable of managing our own industry. But in order to sustain that idea and that vision, it was very important for us to, be ready for the future, meaning getting the young people, especially the best of the best, to equip them with, enough experience, hands-on experience, to take over when we are not there. So really, we do that by also giving them national service opportunities, internship opportunities, and also resulting to job opportunities here, so that at least, we get them prepared for the future of the industry. So yes, but in terms of the no aspect, is that I was hoping that at some point we will see more of an innovative aspect of the project that we have, instead of the classical quiz competition. But we hope to do that very soon. So basically, when that is done, then I think I'll be satisfied.
Most certainly. I believe the core objectives of the Gas Challenge have been laid out. But then we are going to be asking her, of course, it is titled the Gas Challenge, and I believe there may be some challenges in there. So, madam, could you outline some of the challenges you have faced so far in the previous 3 editions that have been held?
Well, I must say, I have a very solid team. I think to every successful event or activity or project, everything rests on the team, and I think it is a team that has really made it what it is, and it's still being done by humans, so errors here and there, challenges here and there, but I think from where I sit, I think the greatest challenge that I see is, how we go about the study guide and the questions that we administer, because everything is done in-house, and mostly is looking at how we can, if you will, innovate the study guide, because the industry is kind of static, really. And how do you bring new things in it? But also in terms of administrative questions, how do you bring new things in it? Because in the preparation, we realized that, the participants and their coaches, they actually go back to the past events, and they sit and they study the questions, So how do you avoid that you don't have duplicates, but you also bring new things, because you don't want to like chew and pour and then they come and sit there. No. So that's why, for instance, last year we introduced like a teaser, where we surprised them with certain things, like practical things on stage, and that kind of changed the dynamic a bit.
The diagrams,
yes,
the rulers, and all
yes, because it can always be question and answer, and then we move. People really need to understand what they have studied, and what they are willing to, if you will, project out there, and only questions and answer. Even for those non-technical people, if you really dedicate 1 year, you might be able to get some answers right. So that's why we really need to ensure that the students actually really get what is going on. They understand the industry where they find themselves, and help us to make them ready for the future of the industry.
Well, I mean, that was an amazing, innovative gesture, and I'm sure, like our chairperson has said, there should be more coming on in the future events, so that we move on from the theoretical base to more of practical stuff. But then tell me, what do you believe is the future of the Gas Challenge in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? What should we be seeing?
Wow, that's a tricky thing, because I think there's a different aspects. Like I said, the whole project rests on the team that I'm working with. As much as we bring new brains in it, but there's also an element of sustaining, if you will, institutional memory. At the same time, also, you want to avoid that it becomes very boring. So you need to keep on innovating. As I alluded earlier, we're hoping to do the innovation aspect or innovative aspect this year, but due to some constraints internally, we were unable. We even initiated a process somewhere in May, but we had to basically kind of get back to the classic structure that we are used to. But we're hoping that when we are doing the 5th anniversary next year, we can actually do that. I think by keep on innovating and having a committed team, and also committed management to support this project, I think that's where the sustainability of that project can be assured. But most importantly, also the institutions that we work with. As you know, we have brought in additional 3 institutions last year. We get requests to get more, but you also don't want to make it like a wholesale type of thing, because our industry is quite unique as far as we are concerned, and it has to be like that. So I think the partners that we have under here, both the internal and external stakeholders that we deal with in executing this project, these are the elements that will help sustain, the future of the Gas Challenge.
And that's amazing. We know of the opportunities that come out of the Gas Challenge. We know of the internship programs that are being offered to some of these participants. What's the future of that system, that program as well? Okay,
as far as we're concerned, that should be a solid aspect of it. So internship, and also national service opportunity. National service opportunities in this country is not as it used to be anymore. So it's appears to be more contested than it used to be. But also the job opportunity. We have offered past contestants, winners, you name it, those opportunities, but also job opportunities. Some are with us. Others have gotten the opportunity also to go elsewhere, like international companies have employed them based on the experience and exposure that we gave them here. So for me, even though I'm kind of, I mean, they're like your children, and it hurts a bit that they are no more with you, but you are comfortable and quite excited that they've actually grown further. But because the indigenous Ghanaians, they acquire knowledge also elsewhere to at some point also come back and help, impact the society. But we hope to get more out of this. And what I also hope is that more female participants will show their face.
We'll be coming to that particularly. We'll be coming to that.
These are some of the things that kind of makes me happy. Okay. When we started, it was all guys as contestants, and then, through our dialogue with the schools, they also saw the need in motivating female engineers as well. So,
all right. Now, I think I should be preparing to definitely contest as well, looking at these opportunities that are available. But then, let's talk about the fourth edition in this year. I learned there's been a change in the format. Could you tell us about that and also tell us about your expectations for this fourth edition?
Okay, so for those who have been following us since 2019, unfortunately 2020 due to COVID we were unable to execute it, but normally we travel around in the zonal contest. So it depends, so we do balloting.
Yes.
And then depending on the balloting, we know which school. So per, demographically or geographical reasons, we then, decide where we think will be prudent. So basically we have been all over Ghana almost. We're hoping to go towards Tamale this year. But because we changed the format, we were unable to. So normally we travel around, do the zonal contest. And then the semi-finals we do in Accra, and then the finals. But this year we are doing everything in Accra. Again, things are not the way it used to be in terms of if you're financial constraint, but also in terms of time constraint. That has basically forced us to, for this year, do this new structure. My expectation is that next year we'll go back to the old structure, because I think that makes the GAS Challenge quite unique than I think any other, type of activity. I think since we started, we have seen a lot of challenge popping up. It's quite exciting that all these things are popping up. Sometimes I'm a bit afraid that it becomes more like maybe too much, but you also need to give people the opportunity and the space also to explore other avenues, because we are touching certain areas and they also are touching certain areas, so that's fine. But I think that makes the GAS Challenge exciting. We're going around the country. It also gives us a certain exposure, certain understanding about the cultural diversity. So that's very important. So we hope to bring that back next year.
All right.
And the expectation for this year, I think, like I indicated earlier, I want to see more female contestants in this pool as well. At least we have, over the years, have 2 coaches who are female, which I'm very, very proud of. So I hope that too, we get additional, female coach added to it to balance the equation, but definitely also the female contestants, yes.
But what do you believe will be the motivating factor for female contestants to come on board?
Oh, well, I don't think they should need extra motivate factor like the gentleman. I think, at least I want to believe that, the contribution of Ghana Gas has excited people enough to want to go into the oil and gas industry. And I believe a lot of female to believe that it is an industry that women too can have an impact. They have women in engineering association or whatever, professional association. And they are also doing their bit in motivating women to get more, because I think traditionally has always been seen as male-dominated type of profession, but with the current dispensation and the innovation aspect of life in general with technology, female are also seeing it like, okay, engineering is something that we can actually be good at, and they are good. I remember the female contestants we have had in the past. I mean, they were excellent, they were brilliant, and I'm sure there are more in the system, but sometimes it's a matter of perhaps the self-confidence. I think that is the challenge that female have overall in participating in public activities. Is for the coaches and the school to actually, boost their self-confidence. And the moment they have that self-confidence, they're willing to take a risk, and really, they can make a difference. Yes.
All right, so ladies, I'm sure you've heard this. You've got it within yourself, so just come out and show it out. Finally, let's talk about the 4th edition. I mean, since 2019, the anticipation and the buzz around the challenge keeps rising. What should we be anticipating in this year's edition? Well,
this is edition, I think as a team, we are actually wondering if the winner of the 3 last 3 editions,
but actually the UMATs have come tops on all 3. They seem to be dominating.
So we are actually excited to see whether they will actually make perhaps more of a significant history by clocking the 4th victory. That is something that we are looking out for. But I'm also actually expecting some of the new institutions that we engaged last year. I think Master Technical University
Okay.
surprised us,
Yeah,
really. So actually, I'm expecting a lot from them as well. I must say the pool that they belong to is quite tough. I think that's a pool of that is the, I think, Zona Group 3.
Okay.
Where you have UMAT, USC, and TTU, which is the Kumasi Technical University.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting because last year they almost unseated UMAT.
Exactly.
So I'm quite excited to see what will come out there. Not to say that I'm not giving all the other chances, other groups chances, but looking at how last year went, I'm.
Knowledge is power.
Yes, it's power.
Ladies and gentlemen, you would have to help us this afternoon as we help our colleagues who are not here with us this afternoon to also follow the contest and enjoy its full content. And therefore, what you would have to do is just to pick up your phone and share the link with your brother or sister. What did I say? Share the link. This time around, we are sharing the gas challenge link. The gas challenge on Facebook and all the social media handles at gas challenge. We are sharing the link. This afternoon, we want to monitor and see who is able to share the link and who is able to post a selfie of him or herself. And then at the end of the contest, we shall give a prize for that. Thank you very much. About what do you have next?
Before the official welcome, I would like to first of all welcome all of us. With the way the morale is high, I hope it will be high when we end this competition. I hope it will be high. One thing I've learned about this year's edition of the Gas Challenge is that you can't predict. If you predict, your predictions won't come to pass. So please, let's not predict and let's not underestimate any school. Sorry. So we currently have 3 schools securing their seats in the semi-finals. So yesterday we had the University of Energy and Natural Resources and the whole Technical University securing seats for the semi-finals happening next week, the 22nd of November 2023. This morning, we had the KNUST also making history by beating the 3 times champion, UMAT, to secure a seat in the semi-finals next week.
Is power.
Will it be the Tamale Technical University? Hey! I like this. I like this. I like this. Will it be the All Nations University? Hey! Hey!
Here. Please do not exit. Stay there. We will account for you. Then for welfare, we have washrooms at the top, both for male and female. And then down to have washrooms for both male and female. One thing I got to know about this facility is that they have a special washroom for physically challenged. Okay, so if you need assistance, please, our ushers are here to help you. Then finally, at Ghana Gas, we have a lot of policies. One of the policies we have is on drug and alcohol abuse. So, drug and alcohol is a no-no when it comes to Ghana Gas. Possession and sharing of drugs is a no-no. So, this is what I want to share with you. This festive season, this coming Christmas, if you are going to drive, please don't drink. So meaning, say ucha menchi. Ucha menchi. All right? We need you alive. Don't take the risk. Protect yourself. Ghana needs you. Your family needs you. Please stay well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edmond Tuyi. We are grateful for your HSC advice. Ladies and gentlemen, the gas challenge started in 2019. This is our 4th season. We have had several incidents. Appreciate all vice chancellors and dean of schools and faculties who have committed to this cause and that has also assisted us come thus far. In addition, want to appreciate the staff of the Ghana National Gas Limited Company who through their continuous effort have made Mother Ghana what it is, and that's how come our lights are on, and that's how come we are not running out of gas, and that's how come our power is on. Let's show some love to the staff of the Ghana National Gas Limited Company for that good work they have done for the country. Like we all know, we started with 9 institutions in the gas challenge, and last year we added 3 institutions. That is the Tamale Technical University, Ho Technical University, and Kumasi Technical University. And these institutions are proving their worth and their sort, that they truly deserve to be added to this contest. And so we have come that far because we have 12 institutions. And we grouped the institutions into 4 zones. Yesterday we had 2 zones. And then UNEP qualified. In the evening, Ho Technical University made history by qualifying for the first time to the semi-finals, and they qualified with an all-girls team to the semi-finals. Today, we had KNUSC in the morning causing a surprise by beating our 3 times champions, that is the University of Mines and Technology, to qualify and make a seat at the semi-finals. This evening, we are looking forward to a great contest. We are looking forward to a healthy rivalry, and we are looking forward to some level of integrity in the display of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome this afternoon to this contest, and we believe strongly that in this contest, one institution will make tops, and at the end, the 2 highest scoring institutions will be chosen and added to the contest. Having said this, on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gas and the Chairperson of the Gas Challenge Committee and all the members of the committee, I wish to warmly welcome you to this afternoon's contest. Thank you very much. Without saying much, thank you. Without saying much, we shall invite Professor Ebenezer Malcolm from GCTU to give us remarks of the VC. Let's put our hands together even as he comes.
Good afternoon to you all. I'm here on behalf of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Emmanuel Afuakwa. All that he wants me to tell you is that GCTU is carrying the day this afternoon. We joined the contest 3 years ago. The first time we didn't do well at all. Last year, we had 2nd position, and this evening we are going to carry the day. Because our motto is knowledge comes from what? Learning. So we've learned, and we are coming to display this evening. Thank you very much, and all the best to my team.
Thank you very much, Professor Malcolm. He says they are here to win today. You can't underestimate them because they haven't been able to win. Because this edition, you don't know what will happen. So GCTU, is it true? Is it true? Are you winning this contest? Are you winning this contest? We'll know very soon. On that note, I would like to invite Mr. Eric Matheson, the Assistant Dean of the School of Engineering from All Nations University, for the VC's remarks.
Good afternoon. It's okay. Calm down. Good afternoon to you all. Okay. Plantain. Good. Now, I'm here on behalf of the President of All Nations University, Professor Donko. And we want to thank the organizing team of this competition, Ghana Gas, for every year organizing this competition for us, because this competition helps our students to strive for excellence, not only in their 4 years academic certificate they will get, but also in selection process for this competition, because it's becoming very competitive to be selected to be part of this competition every year. And this competition is helping the school to strive for excellence in the oil and gas area of academics. Now we want to thank you for this competition, and then we want to also tell our competitors that we'll give you a run for your money. So thank you very much. Thank you.
All Nations University. Can I kindly have the coach of the Tamale Technical University to give us a brief summary of what we are to expect?
My name is Dr. James Kwesi. My name is Dr. James Kwesi from Tamale Technical University. On behalf of the VC and my co-coach, Dr. Philip Yamba, we are very grateful to Ghana Gas. We joined Ghana Gas last year. Actually, we prepared, but it couldn't be our day. So this year, we are going to send the cup to Tamale Technical University. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall invite. Thank you. We are good. We are grateful. We shall invite. So far this year, I think the only female coach we have this year so far, Dr. Ruhia Abubakar. We shall invite her from GCTU.
Thank you. All protocols duly observed. GCTU! 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 Indeed, we have learnt, acquired knowledge, and today we are coming to win. From the earlier contests we just observed, I would say this year is a year of evolution. So be ready, because we are ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall invite one of our good friends, Dr. Charles Wachi, from All Nations University.
You've been doing a good job. I didn't know Harrison is a good MC. No. Thank you. We are very happy, all protocols observed. We are very happy to be here. We've been outside observing what is going on. Actually, this year is a battle of a new champion, as we are observing from outside. So I want to say we are here for a win-win-win situation. I heard my other colleagues saying we are winning only once, but we are win-win-win situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Charles Wachi. We are grateful. Thank you, All Nations. It's true. Maba, Fremo saw a fremo, say, Yembe quiz. And until at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is set. The contestants are set. The technical team is set. All protocols are set. The quiz mistress is set. And so with a rousing applause, let's receive the quiz mistress, Engineer Mrs. Emanuela Boatin. Put your hands together even as she comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's exciting to be here once again to witness the final contest for the prelims for the 2023 edition of the Gas Challenge. I'm excited to be here, and I can see the excitement from the three teams. I like that energy. I hope we sustain it throughout the contest and we show that energy also right here from the hot seat. I welcome on stage the contestants from the various institutions. Please come on stage, contestants. Let's welcome them. A round of applause. Gentlemen, welcome on stage.
Thank you.
I guess you are all excited to be here.
Yes.
Poised for action, right?
Yes.
Welcome. Kindly introduce yourselves and the institution you are representing. So I start from Methane.
I'm John TTU Odu from GCTU.
Thank you very much.
I'm Omar David from GCTU.
Thank you. Butane.
Farry Desmond, Tamale Technical University.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir.
I said Onoshi University.
Okay.
My home is Onoshi University.
Let's give it up for them. Well, welcome, gentlemen. From the MC, 3 contests have already taken place. 3 seats have already been booked for the semi-finals. This is the contest that is going to decide the 4th team to join and the other 2. All the other teams are just waiting for the outcome of this contest so that we know the 2 highest scorers to join the 4 winners. So you have a lot to do here today. Whether you cause some people who have already performed to come for semi-finals or we bid them goodbye. All depends on this contest. All right, I'll take you quickly through our rules and then I'll invite the technical team to present the questions. You will all have equal number of questions throughout the contest.
You have 5 rounds, as usual. 1 to 4, we will go in turns with your own questions, which you answer. But the 5th round, you will have to compete for the same number of questions. All questions will be read once in English. But for some reasons, if you don't hear the question well, you may request that I repeat the question, but not too often, once a while. Any question that does not require calculation, you will have 15 seconds within which to give a correct answer. If you are not able to answer your question correctly, it will be available for grabs for a bonus, but by calling my attention with your bell. When the question requires calculation, you will have 30 seconds within which to give is it the rules I'm giving that you are trying to put down, or the things you have conjured in your head? If the question requires calculation, allow. Everybody should relax. Relax. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. Leave every other thing. If the question requires calculation, you will have 30 seconds within which to give your answer. If you are not able to answer correctly, again, the other teams have the option to bell for that within 10 seconds. All questions are to be attempted once. At the start of every round, I'll reiterate a few of the rules that govern that round. A major question carries 3 points, and a bonus carries 1 mark. Now, let's hear the bells from the various institutions and their corresponding number. Yes, methane. All right. Butane. Pentane. This is the aim contest. Everybody has an aim at the end of their names. Methane, butane, pentane. That's nice. All right, now I will invite technical to present the questions for this contest. Oh, let's give him a round of applause. It's not easy being the technical head. Thank you very much. So, as he showed you, the questions are sealed and signed. Thank you.
one last thing. If I read a question and they give an answer, even if you think their answer is wrong, you don't have the chance to bail until I say so that it's wrong. All right? Just so that we have some sanity in the program. So you have to wait for me to say I'm sorry. Then the question is available for grabs. All right? Okay, so we begin the contest, round 1. This round is made up of abbreviations and open-ended questions. I want the exact answer, not lookalikes. Exact. The first set of questions. I begin from my far end. Missing your question. Leap right is the milestone corporate core value of Ghana Gas. What does A and P stand for? Yes, Missing.
Accountability and professionalism.
Correct for 3 points. Butane, your question. What is the full meaning of SIGA? Yes, Butane.
State Interest and Governance Authority.
Correct for 3 points. Continue your question. What is the full meaning of OCGT in power generation? Yes, Pentain.
Open cycle gas turbine.
Correct for 3 points. Next set of questions. Mithane, your question. What is the full meaning of MAOP in vessel design? Yes, Mithane.
Maximum allowable operating pressure.
Correct for 3 points. Butane, your question. What is the full meaning of ESDV as used in the energy and process industry? Yes, Butane. Who bailed? 2. Oh, hold on. The question was to 2, so they cannot also bail. Okay.
Shutdown valve.
Mithane.
Emergency shutdown valve.
Correct, 1 point. As used in the Ghanaian gas to power sector. Yes, Pentain.
Carried and participating interest.
Correct for 3 points. The next set of questions. Mithane, your question. Jubilee oil is light crude with associated gas. What is the gas to oil ratio? Yes, missing.
1,000 SCF per barrel.
Yes, correct for 3 points. Butin, your question. What is the facility capacity of the Atuabo gas processing plant? Yes, Butin.
405 SCFD.
I am sorry. Yes, methane.
150 FCFD.
Yes, correct. 1 point. So, Pentain, your question. Audience, thank you. What is the total estimated gas reserve of the mahogany antique discoveries? Yes, Pentain.
120.
Who bowed?
Sorry.
No.
We were supposed to know.
Hello.
So,
Yes.
120 BCF.
Yes, 120 BCF. Why are you bowing when it is your birthday? Relax, please. Put my bell somewhere and relax, please. Audience, please cooperate with us. When you bell, you distract me. All right, so please, because I'm listening to her bell, whether you've been bailed out, as in your time has passed. So please, okay, I'll pardon you for this time. All right, the next set of questions. Nitin, your question. What is the maximum contracted volume of gas on the West African gas pipeline by VRA? Yes, Nitin.
123 MMSCFD. 123 MMSCFD.
Yes, correct for 3 points. Butin. In the process of natural gas involving a de-ethanizer and a debutanizer, the de-ethanizer bottoms flow to the debutanizer, which processes the C3 plus feed to produce a specification LPG product overhead. What term in hydrocarbon processing best describes the above process? Yes, Butin.
NGL fractionation.
I'll give it to you. 3 points. Pentain, your question. The SGN fields is operated by ENI. What is the total estimated gas reserve? Yes, Pentain.
1.7 TCF.
I'm sorry. Yes, methane for a bonus.
1.45 TCF.
Yes, 1 point. The last set of questions for round 1. Methane, your question. As part of its mandate, Tema Oil Refinery is engaged in producing petroleum products for domestic consumption. What product does the company source from the GPP as feedstock? Yes, methane.
Condensate.
Condensate, correct for 3 points. Butane, your question. Whereas Energy Commission is the technical regulator for the gas sector, which entity is the economic regulator for gas services? Yes, Butane.
Petroleum Commission.
I'm sorry. Missing for a bonus.
PRME.
I am sorry. Yes.
PUIC.
PUIC, 1 point. The last question for the round. So your major question contained. The GPP commenced commercial operations in 2015. Which international company was responsible for construction of the plant? Yes, Pantene. Sinopec, correct for 3 points. Speak in your microphone. This brings us to the end of round 1. Thank you. Thank you very much for charging the atmosphere. So at the end of round 1, here are the scores. Butane has 6 points. Let's clap for them. Pantene has 13 points. A round of applause. And Methane has 18 points. A round of applause to them. So we move to round 2. Round 2 is made up of true or false, and calculation. Definitely the true or false will not be passed on for a bonus, even if the team doesn't answer. You will have 15 seconds within which to give the correct answer. The first set of questions. Please listen attentively. Methane. your question. The voltage generated in thermocouple is not a function of the metals used and temperature difference between the hot junction and cold junction. True or false? Yes, methane.
False.
Yes, it's false. 3 points. Butane, your question. GOG through NPA rolled out the LPG cylinder recirculation model, which is aimed at consolidating activities in LPG value chain whilst reducing HSSC risk exposure. True or false? Yes, butane.
False.
I'm sorry, the statement is true. Pentane, your question. Purging is done to expel oxygen from pipelines and equipment whilst pressurization is lowering the pressure in the compressor train to receive gas to achieve stable operating conditions. True or false?
True.
I'm sorry. What is purging? The next set of questions. Listen attentively. Methane, your question. High integrity pressure protection system and emergency shutdown system are both safety installations whose operations are not dependent on each other. True or false? Yes, methane.
True.
Yes, the statement is true. 3 points. Butane, your statement. Audience. Thank you. A hydrocarbon stream will always remain in gaseous state at temperatures beyond the dew point curve. True or false? Yes, butane.
False.
I'm sorry. What's happening? The statement is true. Pentane. To achieve an effective injection of chemical into a compressed gas stream, the gas injection pressure should not be more than the pipeline pressure. True or false? Yes, pentane.
False.
Yes, it's false. 3 points. The next set of questions. Methane, your question. A good refrigerant must have a high boiling point and a low critical point. True or false? Yes, methane.
False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. Butane, your question. Regardless of size, cost or complexity, all programmable controllers share the same basic components and functional characteristics. True or false? Yes, butane.
False.
I'm sorry. Pentane, your question. The compressibility factor of gas is essential in calculating the wall thickness of a steel pipe. True or false? Yes, pentane.
False.
Yes, it's false. Correct. 3 points. The next set of questions. Methane, your question. LPG is a mixture of hydrocarbons that are gaseous at normal temperature and pressure. Propane, butane, and pentane are the main gases. True or false? Yes, methane.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. LPG is just propane and butane. Butane, your question. The exclusive reservation of capacity by a toller provides guaranteed access for commodity mobility regardless of the nature of competition on the gas infrastructure. True or false? Yes, butane.
Please the question again.
Allow, please. The exclusive reservation of capacity by a toller provides guaranteed access for commodity mobility regardless of the nature of the competition on the gas infrastructure. True or false? Yes, butane.
False.
I'm sorry. Pentane. Audience. The gas services tariff is usually derived and approved by the operator and the owner of gas infrastructure. True or false? Yes, pentane.
False.
Yes, it's false. Speak up. The next set of questions, calculations. You have 30 seconds to give your answer. And once you have your answer, just speak. This back and forth discussions between you just delays the time. All right, when you are sure of the answer, just give it to us. All right. So 30 seconds. Methane, your question. All of you listen attentively. Mo Alas Gas Company signed a natural gas liquids contract for the supply of 300 MT of LPG per month and 30 MT of condensate per day, giving the negotiated price of 20 Ghana cedi per MT for both products. How much will Mo Alas Gas Company pay for the supply of both products for the month of May 2023? Yes, methane.
At that place we have 7860 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, butane for a bonus.
We have 19200 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry.
4,600 Ghana cedis.
Yes, gentlemen, position your microphone well. So microphone. All right. Okay, Bhutan, your major question. In May 2023, Alhaji Zigas and Co. Company Limited received a monthly invoice of 400 MT of condensate. However, they only received a daily supply of 30 MT of LPG. In addition, the price marginally decreased from 100 Ghana cedi per MT to 50 Ghana cedi per MT for both products. How much would they pay to Ghana Gas at the end of the month? Yes, Bhutan. Speak.
66800 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, me saying for a bonus.
66500 Ghana cedis.
Yes, 1 point. Please stop playing with the bells. Is it tension that's making you press the bell? Once you draw the attention and you are speaking, don't be pressing the bell, okay? Please. Pentain, your major question. It's your question. When you have to speak, just speak. Don't press the bell. Asari and Sons Gas Limited estimated to export 30 mmSCF with a heating value of 1150 BTU per SCF in August 2023. Given the existing PURC tariff of 15 Ghana cedi per MMBTU, what is the expected revenue for the month of December? Yes, Pentain.
Don't multiply with the diesel. Multiply with the diesel. Jesus. Multiply with the diesel. I didn't get it. 3800 cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, Bhutan for a bonus.
We have 17250 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, Methane.
51750 Ghana cedis.
1 point. This brings us to the end of round 2. Thank you. energy. Thank you. All right, so at the end of round 2, before I mention, push the bell away. The way you all enjoy pressing the bell, you push it away. The next round, we will not use the bell, so let it just rest. And keep your hands away from it. So at the end of the second round, here are the scores. Bhutan has 6 points. Let's give it up for them. Bhutan has 23 points. A round of applause to them. And Methane has 32 points. A round of applause to them. All of you stay in the competition. Keep your energy up. Until the last question, all of you keep your energies up. Round 3. This round is made up of multiple choice questions. So I'll read out the question and its options, and you pick which option you think best fits which option best fits you, okay, as an answer. Please, you can say A or B or mention what the answer is. But if you decide to say the two, make sure that it is corresponding to the answer you are giving. Thank you. The first set of questions. Meeting, your question. The governing body of the Petroleum Commission as prescribed by Act 821 is made up of the following except A. One representative from the Institution of Geoscientists. B. One representative from the Finance Ministry. C. CEO of the Commission. And D. One representative from the EPA. Yes, missing.
B.
B. Correct for 3 points. Bhutan, your question. In most chemical processes, the desired transformation of the raw materials into products can seldom be achieved in a single step. Instead, the overall transformation is broken down into a number of steps, which may involve the following except A. Particle size enlargement. B. Change in pressure. C. Change in weight. And D. Particle size reduction. Yes, Bhutan.
D.
I'm sorry, the answer is C. Change in weight. When you are doing a chemical reaction, a process, you can either be adding or breaking various components. Maintain your question. Which of the following is not a primary component of industrial instrumentation? A. Transmitters. B. Indicators. C. Transducers. And D. Sensors. Yes, Pentain.
Indicators.
Indicators. B. 3 points. The next set of questions. Meeting, your question. The following are primary units of measurement under the SI system except A. Luminous intensity. B. Area. C. Mass. D. Temperature. Yes, methane.
B.
B. Area. 3 points. Bhutan, your question. The following are diagrams used in a typical front-end engineering design except A. Block flow diagram. B. Piping flow diagram. C. Process flow diagram. And D. Piping and instrumentation diagram. Yes, Bhutan.
B.
B. Correct for 3 points. Button, your question. Choose the odd one out in the following benefits of flow computers. A. Compliance with measurement contracts. B. Improving metrology performance. C. Improving robustness of the system. And D. Reducing measurement uncertainty. Yes, Pentain.
B.
I'm sorry. It's C. The next set of questions. Audience, thank you. Methane, your question. The SRMS was constructed and commissioned as part of the infrastructure to supply lean gas to the car power ship. The station receives its feed gas from the Takoradi distribution station through a 12-inch 8-kilometer onshore pipeline, B, a 20-inch 9-kilometer onshore pipeline, C, a 20-inch 8-kilometer onshore pipeline, and D, a 26-inch 2-kilometer onshore pipeline. Yes, Methane.
C.
Yes, C is correct. 3 points. Butane, your question. Decreasing the pressure drop across a pipeline system will usually translate into A, stabilize the volumetric flow rate, B, increase the volumetric flow rate, C, has no effect on the volumetric flow rate, and D, reduce the volumetric flow rate. Yes, Butane.
C.
Oh. Pay attention. The answer you are giving is D. So when you are not sure of the number, you just say that it reduces. All right. But you just said C, so it's wrong. You can either say the answer or say the option that corresponds to it. All right, Pentain. What is the pipeline diameter and length of the proposed Tema Takoradi onshore transmission pipeline? A, 20-inch 227 kilometers. B, 20-inch 268 kilometers. C, 20-inch 278 kilometers. And D, 20-inch 287 kilometers. Yes, Pentain.
20-inch 278 kilometers.
Yes, correct for 3 points. The next set of questions. Methane, your question. During the construction of a pipeline system, which of the following budget lines cannot be considered as an operating expenditure? A, administrative expenses. B, construction management. C, utility expenses. And D, general expenses. Yes, Methane.
Construction. Construction.
B.
Construction management. All right. I'll give it to them. 3 points. That's the option. That's the option. That's the only thing that has that. This is MCQ. This is not open-ended. This is MCQ. So you can be writing the options down on your sheet, okay? Butane, your question. From the list below, which valve is not used for flow isolation? A. Gate valve. B. Ball valve. C. Globe valve. And D. Plug valve. Yes, Bhutan.
Ball valve.
I am sorry. It's the globe valve, which is C. Maintain your question. Audience, to make sound economic and engineering decisions in the development of oil and gas field, you consider the following except A. Operating and maintenance objective. B. Project planning budget proposal. C. Cost of licensing. And D. Cost and manpower estimate. Yes, Pantene.
C.
C. Cost of licensing. 3 points. The last set of questions for this round. Methane, your question. Onshore, offshore Qatar Delta is managed by the following partners, except A. Swiss African Petroleum Company, B. Vitol, C. Pet Volta, and D. GNPC. Yes, Methane.
B.
B. Vitol. 3 points. Bhutan, your question. The ESRP addresses recurrent and projected financial shortfalls for power and gas sectors through which implementation period? A. 2019 to 2022. B. 2019 to 2023. C. 2020 and 2022. And D. 2020 to 2023. Yes, Bhutan.
It's B. 2019 2020.
B. Yes, it's B. Correct. 4 points. Maintain your question. The following valves are used for flow isolation. Audience. The following valves are used for flow isolation or regulation except A. Ball valve, B. Gate valve, C. Check valve, and D. Globe valve. Yes, Pantene. I'm sorry, the answer is check valve. This brings us to the end of this round. for the energy. All right, so at the end of round 3, here are the scores. Bhutan has 12 points. A round of applause to them. Quentin has 32 points. A round of applause. And Methane has 47 points. A round of applause to them. So we move to round 4. Are you changing? All right. So we are making a substitution from Pentane. So Gabriel, thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Theophilus Mensah is our substitute. Theophilus, you are welcome.
Thank you, madam.
All right. So we begin round 4. This round is made up of open-ended questions. I want exact answers. Exact, and I mean exact. However, if a team gets it wrongly answered, the other teams can bail for that. But please, the bail, let's do it in moderation. Okay? All right, thank you. The first set of questions for this round. Methane, your question. As part of revenue mobilization from upstream partners, one of the revenue streams government relies on is corporate tax. What is the percentage corporate tax for oil and gas companies? Yes, Methane.
35%.
35%, 5 points. 3 points, sorry, 3 points. 35%, 3 points. Bhutan, your question. What is the RVP of stabilized condensate of the Atuabo gas plant according to the design of the processing plant? Yes, Bhutan.
RVP, okay. Do you have any other?
150. Madam.
No, you've been bailed out. Bhutan. So for a bonus, you listen to the instruction I gave. I say until I say it is wrong. They didn't answer, so I should say it's available for a bonus. Okay, don't be bailing as and when. Yes, Pentane.
Less than 0.65 kg per cm squared.
Yes, 1 point. All right, Pentane, your major question. Valves are designed to prevent overpressure in downstream equipment in case of loss of power or loss of instrument air to valves. What failure mode or position are the valves designed? Yes, Pentane.
Redundancy.
I'm sorry. For a bonus. Yes, Methane. Methane, speak.
Emergency situation.
No, I'm sorry. So it's a fail close. Fail close. Okay, next time I'll bring it. Forgive me, forgive me. Forgive me, forgive me. Next time I'll bring it. The next set of questions. Missing your question. When did Ghana Gas start the commercialization of the Esiama Pristia pipeline? Yes, Missing.
Commercialization.
2017.
2017, 3 points. Bute, your question. The Energy Sector Recovery Program was implemented by government to improve the liquidity issues in the energy sector. Mention one payment mechanism introduced by ESRP. Yes, Bhutan.
The petroleum oil fund.
Huh?
Madam.
Don't call me. Just speak. For a bonus. Missing.
The cash waterfall mechanism.
Yes, 1 point. I've given instructions. Follow. Please, when you have to answer, just go straight. When you speak, I'll hear. Don't begin with madam, don't begin with any preamble, nothing. Just say your answer. I will hear you, okay? Pentain, your question. Consequent to the installation of the car power ship at the secondary naval base, Ghana Gas constructed a pipeline to supply lean gas as fuel to the power ship. What is the length of the pipeline from TDS to car power ship? Yes, Pentain.
26 inch, 2 kilometers.
I'm sorry. Yes, Pentain.
10 kilometers.
10 kilometers, 1 point. Of questions, Meeting, your major question. Audience. The ENI Ghana audience. Your questions will come. Just relax. I'll bring you your questions. Just relax. For now, let's finish with them. All right, thank you. Meeting, your question. The ENI Ghana operated FPS Sojourn Ajekumko 4 exports treated gas through a gas export pipeline to the ORF at Sanzule. What is the length of the sales gas pipeline that connects the ORF to Atuabo Takrade onshore transmission pipeline? Yes, Missing.
800 meters.
Yes, 800 meters. 3 points. Bhutan, your question. After the installation and commissioning of the first phase of the AMCS, Ghana Gas will proceed to install a third compressor to provide adequate compression capacity and increase operational flexibility. What is the design capacity of this compressor? Yes, Bhutan.
B31.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. Who belled? I said I'm sorry. So who belled after the I'm sorry? Missing. Yes. For a bonus. Yes. Speak.
250 SCF.
Yes. 1. Once I say I'm sorry, it means it's wrong. You can grab. That's what I said. You wait for me to say that it is wrong, then you can grab. So once you hear me say I'm sorry, it means I have declared the question is, the answer given is wrong. All right? But before I say that, don't bail. That's what I said. Maintain your question. The Jubilee and 10-12-inch by 58 kilometer offshore subsea pipeline has 2 segments, 14 kilometers deep water segment and 44 kilometer shallow water segment. After the landfall, the pipeline continues for approximately how long to the GPP? Yes, Pentain.
300 M.
Yes, 300 meters. 3 points. The next set of questions. Missing your question. At what pressures? At high pressure, at high pressures, what is the effect on the water holding capacity of a flowing gas stream that contains large quantities of carbon dioxide? Yes, methane.
It increases.
Yes, it increases. 3 points. Butane, your question. In what month and year was the Jubilee Field Petroleum Agreement signed? Yes, Butane.
15th March 2006.
Yes, correct for 3 points. Quentin, your question. In tariff derogation, which term explains the examination of the cost of production against agreed key performance and efficiency benchmarks to exclude unreasonable or inefficient costs? Yes, Pentain.
Reasonable cost of production.
Correct, 3 points. The last set of questions for this round. Meeting your question. Mention 2 main sources of lean gas supply in Ghana. Yes, methane.
Atuabo gas processing plant and from Nigeria.
Yes, thank you. 3 points. Butane. The natural gas clearinghouse was implemented. Audience, your questions are almost ready. Relax. Butane. The natural gas clearinghouse was implemented to ensure equitable allocation of gas revenue to entities involved with gas commodity supply. Mention any 2 of these entities in the Ghanaian gas market. Yes, Butane.
Any 2 of those entities. Do you know who? What? No idea.
Yes, Plantain.
GNPC and VRA.
Yes, 1 point. 1 point. The last question, your major question. Plantain. In a typical process block system, the reactor serves as the main reaction block for the main processes. Mention any two outputs of the reactor process. Yes. Plantain.
Undesirable process and unused product. Undesirable product and unused product.
Yes, 3 points. This brings us to the end of the round. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are having an interesting contest here. At the end of round 4, the scores are Bhutan, 15 points. A round of applause to them. Plantain, 43 points. A round of applause. And Methane, 65 points. A round of applause. So we move straight to the last round for the competition. So in this round, we have 6 riddles, which you all have equal chance to bell to answer. If you answer correctly, when I finish reading the first clue, you get 5 points. On the second clue, you get 3 points. On the last clue, you get 2 points. However, in your attempt, if you get it wrongly answered, I'll deduct marks. In the first clue, I'll deduct 2 marks, and the subsequent ones 1. So may I hear the bell from methane once again? Butane and pentane. All right, so I start. 1, the first riddle. I am a method of payment in a collateral debt obligation structure. I was approved to fully implement as a medium to ensure financial sustainability of Ghana's energy sector in 2020. With me? Yes, pentane.
Cash waterfall mechanism.
Correct. 2 points. It was for the last clue. 2 points. I'll finish reading. With me, the major gas to power entities. With me, the major gas to power entities are able to receive revenues to manage their internal cash flows. Who am I? And that's the cash waterfall mechanism. 2. The government is to provide land on site. Yes, methane.
Petroleum Hub Development Corporation.
I am sorry. -2. Yes, pentane.
Government of Ghana.
I am sorry. Where are you running to? So you also get -2. Is to provide land, on-site infrastructure, tax incentives, and other amenities towards me. When I am fully realized, my overall value is estimated to be in the range of $60 billion US. I can have 3 refineries with 300 BPSD capacity minimum each, 5 petrochemical plants, jetties and port infrastructure, among others. Who am I? It's just the hub, petroleum hub, not the corporation. It is the petroleum hub. Three. I am a very important tool for communicating. Yes, methane.
Process flow diagram.
Correct. 5 points. 5. So I'll finish reading it. I am a very important tool for communicating engineering design activities. In terms of information display, I am usually better than the initial block flow sheets. At the conceptual phase, I am deemed to be the most useful diagram because of several reasons, including my ability to show all the streams with an identified tag. Who am I? That's the process flow diagram. 4. I am a practice that has persisted since the beginning of oil production over 160 years. I still persist to this day because I'm relatively safe for operational purpose, though polluting. I am a process that discharges valuable resource that should rather be used for productive purposes, such as generating power. Who am I? Yes, methane.
Gas processing.
I am sorry. -1. It is gas flaring. Flaring. For safety purposes we allow, but it is polluting, at least. I contain options for continuous deliveries. I am an arrangement between parties and represent a balanced document containing a range of alternative treatments. Yes, contain.
Gas sales agreement.
Yes, gas sales agreement. 3 points. 3 points. I'll finish it. I am neither a buyer's nor a seller's draft. Who am I? That's the gas sales agreement. The last riddle, the last question for the round, the last question for the contest, the last question for prelims. Listen carefully. If urgent response is not given to me, I can cause fatalities and plant loss. A root cause analysis is one of the major requirements to prevent my reoccurrence. I occur when the operating limit is exceeded. Who am I? Yes, methane.
Overpressure situation.
I am sorry. -1. Yes, contain.
Abnormal protein condition.
Yes, 2 points. This brings us to the end of the contest. What a contest. Very impressive. So, at the end of the fourth group contest, here are the scores. Bhutan has 15 points. Let's give it up for them. Kenton has 48 points. A round of applause to them. And Methane has 66 points. A round of applause to them. So Methane makes it to the semi-final stage. They've made history this time around. And Methane is actually preliminary stages. Very impressive performance. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, on the 22nd of November, in this same auditorium, we are going to have 2 contests for the 6 institutions that have made it to the next stage of the 2023 edition of the Gas Challenge. So with us, we have UNER that won for the first contest. The second contest was won by Ho Technical University. UNER is the University of Energy and Natural Resources from Sunyane. Ho Technical University, as the name shows, from Ho. They won the second contest. The third contest that took place this morning was won by KNUST from Kumasi. And this fourth contest is won by the GCTU. I hope I got it correct. GCTU right here in Accra. Before we close, I will announce the next 2 teams that will join them to the next stage with the permission of my consultants. I guess I have the scores of head, so OMU is the next highest competing institution that had 62 points. So OMU, wherever you are, you have made it to the semi-finals of this contest. Pete just gave a chance for the defending champions to reappear. So you have the opportunity to also make it to the semi-finals of this year's contest. Thank you very much for having me. I was excited to be your great wishes. My name is Emanuela Pabwati. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Ghana National Gas Company, we want to express our sincerest gratitude to each and every one and to all the 12 institutions for having participated. We shall see you here on the 22nd of November next week.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. And see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Well, first and foremost, I want to give all the glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this today. You put in a lot of work and it has paid off, so we are very happy. Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad that has really paid off. Now, moving into the semi-final stage, how are you going to walk into the challenge? Because this is just the first stage, but then it's going to get more challenging. How are you going to go into the next stage?
Well, for this particular round or the prelims, we had a goal to go to the semi-finals. And once we've been able to achieve our goal, we will prepare more and more for the semi-finals.
Now, what are you going to say to the team back there watching you from your campus and from those who are able to come support you right here? They've done amazing. What do you have to say to them? I'm sure you have to say something.
Yeah, what I would say to them is to keep supporting us. For the past 2 years, we haven't been doing very good. And I think last year we were just supporters, Jama boys like them, and we decided to take it upon ourselves and do better than our predecessors. Yeah.
Definitely you have done well. Kudos to you guys, and I wish you all the best in the next stage that you have entered. Amazing performance right there. Now let's cross over. Let's cross over to that team from the All Nations University. Oh, before we come to them, let's talk to our very beautiful quiz mistress who has been fabulous throughout the season 4 so far in the 2 preliminary stages that we've had. Hello, Madam Emanuela. You've been fabulous. How was your preparation coming into season 4?
Okay, so usually we also have to sit, read the guide and familiarize with the information, updates and things. So the preparation, I think it was good, even though this year I wasn't really in a good health, but I guess I put in my best. This is the gas challenge. We can't give anything but the best. Yeah.
Definitely. But then what would you have to say about the performances you've witnessed today? How impressed are you?
I am very impressed. I'm very impressed looking at the energies with which they have displayed here today. GCTU has just swept me off my feet. I think this has been a very remarkable performance since the onset of the gas challenge. Anytime they have participated, they do well, but today it's been amazing. I think that throughout the 4 contests, a few surprises have been pulled here and there. The whole ladies were amazing. Yeah, it was. I love their composure. I like the way RMU, even though they were not immediately the winners, but I love their composure. The Poor Water people, it's always nice to meet them. Yeah, I think it's been great. It's good that we are seeing new faces appearing in the next stage, and I'm looking forward to a very exciting semi-finals. I believe next week is going to be very hot.
Definitely it's going to be hot. But then for the very first time, UMAT failed to actually win in that preliminary stages. How surprised were you by that?
I was a bit surprised. UMAT has always carried the day, but this year there have been a lot of surprises. UG lost the spots, not just the spots, lost it throughout. So UG is not making it to the next stage. UMAT, they have just been saved by All Nations. If not, UMAT was also going to lose I wasn't really impressed with their performance compared to the previous years. Yes, but the contestants are different. Every year is different. The preparation, the challenges. So I don't know. Maybe they had their own challenges. Yeah.
Definitely, there were challenges there. But then, what are your expectations going into the semi-final stage come the 22nd of November?
I am expecting that the new faces actually pull up some good performance as they have demonstrated here. And I would say to them that they have to really prepare well. We will also probably pull a few surprises here and there. That's technical, yeah.
All right.
So going to the next stage, I don't think it should be the business as usual. We are going to sift through, because the final should be the men. We should be able to separate the men from the boys. So I guess they have to set up and read wide, yeah.
Now, are you, or do you foresee UMAT being dethroned in season 4 of the Gas Challenge?
Looking at the performance today and the performances I have witnessed from other institutions, it is possible. Unless they up their game in the semi-finals to secure a spot in the finals. If not, I'm afraid they may lose that championship.
All right, thank you, Madam Manuela. You've been always fabulous and gracious with us. Thank you so much. And that is it, the remarks from the quiz mistress. Now, let's get back to the competing bodies who were here. Hello, All Nations. How far? Good. You guys look so down. Why? What's wrong? What's going on?
No, we are not down.
Talk to me. How did this contest go for you from this very hot seat? How did it go? If you had to replay in your mind, what do you think were the highlights and what do you think were the low notes?
Well, I think we tried our best, but I didn't see the questions to be greater than us. And it's a competition in that happening, so let's give glory to God.
But do you think you were adequately prepared for this contest?
Yeah, we were adequately prepared. In fact, we actually knew most of the answers. It's just that in a competition, a whole lot of things come into place. We're trying to put up our ability in relation to things, materials that we have here. It could be that I wouldn't be able to use the pen as I'm supposed to, or the bell or any other thing. But for preparation, we really did well. We really prepared before we came.
Well, it's quite sad. This is the end of the journey for you, but then I'm hoping that you can pass this experience to the next generation and they'll do better in the next competitions. Thank you, guys. Have a safe journey when you're returning back to Koforidua. It's still the gas challenge. Knowledge is power.
Gas is power.
All right. Now, back to the team which came all the way from Tamale. It wasn't the best of performances, but then let's talk to them and find out what went wrong. Guys, what's up? How are you guys doing?
We are cool.
Are those tears I'm seeing in your eyes?
Not at all.
Now tell me, what went wrong in this contest?
Oh, thank God for everything after all. It was a very great contest and the best school won at last. This morning, watching previous competitions since yesterday till this morning, we knew we were very prepared because we were able to answer most of the questions. And it just happened that from the site which we've learned, it has 12 days. It hasn't just passed through our lane this time around. And also, we had very limited time for preparation. And that is also this one contribution to our failure this morning because let me not say much.
All right, I can understand. But then, talk to me. What are some lessons that you've picked today that you will pass on to the next generations who represent TTU?
I entreat them to be very serious about it, and especially maybe by setting up a club. Even though we lack a club, that's one of the disadvantages of the school. And so that's just what I have to say. Even though I'm not in the mood to talk, because I knew that what we learned, we could have also done something. But it is our utmost surprise that we're all surprised to get this contest. It's surprising.
All right, guys. I can understand that. All right, sure.
We are not proud of our result, too, but the school also contribute to that seriously. So I entreat the next coming contestant from Tamale Technical University. We should have enough time for them. I mean, from the faculty and the school at large, they should have time for them. Make sure they form up a quiz club. Here's a case that we don't have any course on campus relating to Ghana gas or chemical and petrochemical engineering. We are automotive engineering students, mechanical engineering students, welding, and we are here to compete with schools who does these particular programs in their schools. And I don't think you can compete with you can compete with someone who's at that particular field and you expect to win. Though we set a standard last year. Last year was our first time, and we set a standard, and it was due to the enough time for preparation. They had time for us last year, but this time around, it didn't just go well. It was just read the students. Yes, you have to come. We are on vacation as well, and this all contributed to our loss.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of lessons you've picked up, and when you go back to the drawing board, you can put all those concerns abroad and get better along with time. Well, thank you guys for coming through. I wish you a safe journey going back to Tamale. This is the Gas Challenge, and knowledge is power, gas is power. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with preliminaries. Of course, you have heard the announcement. We have 6 qualifying schools. University of Energy and Natural Resources. We have the school from Ho, Technical University. And now we are going into semi-finals. See you on the 22nd of November. It is the Gas Challenge.